This could go very wrong very quickly if it doesn't go my way. Hey, Lexter. I'm in heavy on SoFi. I'm loaded up on SoFi. They've had record Q3 results. The conference call is about to start, or is just starting right now. So I'm expecting not necessarily a moonshot, but I'm expecting a good move up. So I've loaded up heavy. Could get this completely wrong, and the market goes in the exact opposite direction. But we'll see. Three. Yeah. Not the direction I want it to go in, but let's see. Earnings can be a volatile moment. Hey, Teddy. Just watch it. Like I say, I'm in heavy on SoFi because of their earnings. Moved up nicely before I could actually trade it, but the earnings call isn't until, well, no, it's just scheduled to take place now, so it'll be a little bit late. They always are. I'm going to hold this till 6:05. I'll look for the VWAP. The VWAP is currently 6:08. I'll look for a break of the VWAP, and then I'll get out. Pretty sure this will get up over 625. So I'm just going to hold it for a little while. Oh, that sucks. Put my finger on the panic button, ready to get out. Should I get any volatility to the wrong side here? Low 611 so far on the 5 minute. No stops in place. So this is a bit of a dangerous game to start the month. This could go very wrong very quickly, but we'll see. Yes, Lexter. Trade Ideas is I would say there's not much difference between Trade Ideas and Benzinga, particularly all the new features for Benzinga, but Trade Ideas is much more expensive. But it is good. Don't get me wrong, Trade Ideas is good. Go check it. I think there's a free trial, so check it out for free. There is a free trial. Hey, Alistair. This is not going the way I want it to, but look, it's time yet. I'm giving it 10 cents. As long as the call goes on, they're usually about 40 minutes, 45 minutes, but it doesn't usually moon up. Right, okay. Here we go. Call's going on now, so expecting it to move one way or the other. I'm in heavy at 617. Come on, at least test the high of session, 630. Come on, do it. You know you want to. We're at 1 cent off the ask right now. Oh, definitely in a bit bigger than I should be right now. 180,000 equity on this position. I don't know why my heart's racing. That's a sign that you're in too big. I don't mind going in this kind of equity on a larger stock, which is like $40-50 or something a share. Obviously, you're not taking bigger share size, but 30,000 shares is a big size for me. Don't normally take as many shares as this. Occasionally, I have done, but hey, Steve. Well, this was a little bit of a damp squib. Normally, you get the move up on the release, and then you get a reaction on the call. Come on, SoFi, do your job. Me and a few other million retail investors are expecting you to move up. So come on. Not even getting the volume. I expected better volume than this. 13,000. Yeah, Uber's breaking testing highs up at 29.50s. Right, we're going to get this move up now. Come on, nice move up. 630 is what I'm looking for. This is a slow burner right now. I'm a little bit concerned. Now we're widening spreads, getting caught between them. Not ideal. S&P 500 is gapped up this morning, so holding those gains above the VWAP, looking bullish. So it's looking like a bullish day in terms of market sentiment. The longer I hold this, the more nervous I'm getting. To be fair, this consolidation is kind of normal. It could go one way or the other. I'm a little bit too large to holding it too far to the downside for a move back up. I really want to see an instant move up. This is either going to go for me in a big way or it's going to go against me in a big way. Either way, you know what they say, go big or go home. Nice way to start the day. A bit of entertainment to start the day. That's what we're looking for, isn't it, guys? Nice bit of entertaining trading to start the day. Nice YOLO punt in the first thing. 8 o'clock market time. Where's the volume on SoFi? Had great earnings. And what's happened to Benzinga's bloody scanners? I'm glad I've got the beta scanner open. Well, that's telling me AMTD Digital is the one that's... Well, here we go. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. 625 for the first profit. A little bit off. Locking in some. That's a good swing, that one, Penn State. Good swing. I don't think it'll go to $10, not today at least. Not showing that kind of strength for $10. I hope you're right. I'll hold this 20,000 shares for $10. Can we get 630? I'm waiting for. Oh, we're waiting for 630. 627. Briefly. $629 on the ask. There we go. We're up there. 630. What we're looking for. Right. Take a little bit more off. We're approaching the high of session. There's 630 on the ask. That's the current high of session. We'll break the high of session. Could go on to 640, maybe 650 even. But let's see. Well, 631. We're up there. We're moving. We're moving. We're motoring, guys. We're cooking on Cala gas now, guys. Cooking on Cala. This is what we like. We like to see this. We do like to see this. It's going to take 5,000 off. There we go. So I've locked in 2,000. Now that's a good start for me today. 620 is my stop loss now. I'll leave the rest in. 10,000 shares. 620 is my stop loss. How am I doing for him? I had a little punt on SoFi this morning, so I got in at got in quite heavy. Well, I scaled in and got I got up to 30,000 shares. Now I'm down to 10,000, but I've locked in $2,000. It's based on earnings. Had good earnings, so I will exit if it comes back down to 620. I'll get a little bit on this anyway, so if it comes back down to 620, that's my exit. Hey Loretto, echo? Are you getting an echo? I don't know. I'm not hearing no echo. Is anyone else hearing an echo? Nice little pullback to the $0.25, and then for the moonshot up to 650. That will be absolutely spot on. Hey Edison, how you doing? Just the dog snoring, absolutely. A little bit of a cushion on this now, so I have a feeling that we might see SoFi move up for the rest of the day. Slowly, steady gains. It's not been this high for quite some time. Beginning of September is the last time it was up at this level. Did go up to 665 in September, or middle of September. 650, so it has been there before. And this, let's face it, it's been up at $16 earlier in the year, so really good earnings, good Q3, record Q3 earnings. So that's a lovely little bull flag. So there we've got a beautiful bull flag breakout. Move up, the consolidatory pullback, and then the breakout. So let's see, will it go on to break new highs again? So high of day now is 634. $637 is what we would like to see. $640. Has potential here. Morning cash flow. Oh, I think it's a bullish day today, Zayed. That's my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't sue me. But yeah, the S&P 500 is up and it's bullish. It's above the VWAP, which is a bullish trend. So it's up quite a bit actually. It's 1.1%. Now we do have the FOMC meeting starts today. The FOMC conference starts today. There will be a rate hike tomorrow, so there will be a dip tomorrow, I reckon. But I think there's probably a lot of market makers trying to bake in some goodness ahead of the rate hike. Perhaps I'm thinking maybe the rate hike won't be as severe this time round. Maybe 50 base points tomorrow as opposed to 75 the last couple of times. But we'll see. What do I know? I'm just a fat bloke on the internet with an opinion. And that's all it is. It's my opinion. Haha, there you go, Alistair. That Discord's paid for itself already. Not that I'm saying come join day trade with Tony because you get access to the Discord or anything like that. I wouldn't say. I'm not saying that I make calls out in the watch list section on the Discord. I don't. I'm holding this until I get the scanners. So the new high on the SPY. Let's see if I can get the scanners working while I'm watching this. That was a regular session. No, I'll just have to watch the signals and the beta scanner. So I've got backup. Scanner's just not working at the moment. Bit of a I'll log a ticket if this gets above 650. I'll add to the position. I think my stop now will be the low of this 5-minute candle here, which is $6.25, $0.25. So that's my stop here and in, $0.25. That's not a signal. I'm just talking. I'm just thinking out loud, guys. That's not a stop pick or a signal or anything like that. You do. You guys do you. Thanks for the pumpkin. I know a story about that. It's kind of a play on. It's a play on the Cinderella thing. So Cinderella got invited to the prince's ball, and obviously she couldn't go until the fairy godmother turned up, and the fairy godmother created a dress, created a carriage, horseman, the full 9 yards, made her look absolutely $1 million. And she said, look, there's one thing I have to tell you. You have to be back by midnight or your pussy turns into a pumpkin. She said, excuse me, what? And the fairy godmother said to Cinderella, she said, look, if you're not back by midnight, your pussy turns into a pumpkin. Anyway, she accepted that. She thought, what strange curse, but she went to the ball and she's dancing the ball and she meets the Prince Charming, the charming prince, and he says they get to know each other, they get very, very friendly, and he says to her, what's your name? She says, my name's Cinderella. And who are you? He said, I'm Prince Peter the Pumpkin Eater. What time do you have to be back home? She said, 3:30 in the morning. What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball? Gagged. I like that one. Oh dear. You'll have me demonetized on YouTube, you will. These smutty jokes. Morning, Tommy Me. Oh yeah, growing up in the 80s, truanting from school so you could forage for wood and tires to throw on the bommy, burning potatoes in a foil wrapper on bonfire and not being able to get them back because it's too hot. Treacle toffee. Oh, those were the days. Absolutely, Chesty. So Uber still up at the highs. It's consolidating a little bit at 29.50. Uber. A bit of consolidation here as well. So first candle to break a new low, and I'm getting it. Low on this candle, on 5-minute candle that is. Low is at 6:30. So back in the 620s, and I'll exit this position. I thought we might have got a bit of a better move up with these earnings. Record. No, Alistair, I'm not holding it all day. First 5-minute red candle to make a new low, and I'm out. Penny for the guy, Ian. Stitched up. Yeah. Daily, yeah. Let's comedy with Tony. Day trade with Tony. Well, comedy with Tony. Why not? Always fancied myself as a really bad stand-up comedian that gets rotten fruit thrown at him. Why not? Or better still, bottles of beer thrown at him. Catch, drink. Happy days. This is very slow, but because my scanners aren't really giving me the information I need. SoFi is the top of the momentum scanners according to the beta scanner. Unity Biotech, UBX. That's up at 330s. That's now the top one. I've got that on the thing here, so I'm just going to put some things over here. How did I finish up yesterday? 7,000 yesterday, Flip Jug. That was 7K up. If you didn't see the recap, just nip into yesterday's video, the trade recap. You'll get to see it. And at the end of the trade recap, I've got 2 of the main trades that got me there as well. So that was the okay, so now we're cooking. We're cooking on Calla now. Making headway. Yeah, so Getty Images was the big one yesterday. We got over $5,000 in total, and we were over $6,000 at one stage, but we gave some back. So $5,000 in total. I actually lost going short on Getty, which is kind of strange because I legitimately tried to go short a little bit later in the day, and it wouldn't let me. Not shortable. So I'm like, well, how did I go short when by accidentally? If am I not allowed to go short on purpose? So go figure. But yeah, Getty Images, Son was good as well. That was a lower price stock, but that moved very well across the course of the day. For those of you wondering where there's a bit of an exit indicator, but 630 is my exit. Holding this. Simulator sites. Have you tried TradingView? If you're new to trading, TradingView is the first stop for any new traders. You can do a simulator there. It's not on real-time data unless you subscribe to TradingView, but a TradingView subscription's not it's not expensive. If you want a proper simulator, go to somewhere like Dash Trader, or if you put money into a broker, they'll give you a simulator as part of the package. So I don't need one because I get all that from my broker, Tamimi. So the low of this candle right now is 631. The low of the previous 5-minute candle was 630. So 631 is now the exit. That's my stop loss. I've got a big exit indicator here with this doji, upwick doji. So I might just get out if we don't fill this wick. I'm just going to get out if we break below 634. Or at least take some off if we break below 634. Reversal indicators are always important. You pay attention to them. Always pay attention to them. They don't always pan out like any pattern. Even reversal indicators are not 100%. However, if you don't pay attention to them, the warning signs are there, and you end up losing money. You've only got yourself to blame. No, it doesn't flip jug. So, but it's like I say, if you don't want to be spending on a simulator, there's a whole bunch of different simulators that you can use out there. But if you don't want to be spending on a good simulator, is going to set you back at least $100 a month subscription with live data. So, which is why I always say, if you're just starting out and you're just learning, go with TradingView. TradingView is probably one of the best charting tools out there, but just to start and learn paper trading, TradingView is a good place to start. Once you get a little bit confident about reading the chart, spotting areas of support and resistance, recognizing the patterns, etc., etc., then you graduate up into a proper simulator, like a DAS trader or a Sterling trader, or an actual platform that you will trade on, but with a paper account. Simulators that are not actual trading platforms, I don't think hold much weight. What you want to be doing is practicing in a simulator, paper trading on the platform that you intend to trade on. So whether that be TWS if you were that Interactive Brokers, or Think or Swim if you were TDM Ameritrade, or whatever. Whatever platform you intend on using to trade with, that's what I would suggest you practice with. Master Shifu, how's the panda getting on? Do I day trade? I don't tend to, in the bull market. Yes, you can day trade crypto in the bull market. There's enough volatility in the larger cap coins there, but in this crappy, choppy, sideways, do nothing market that it is right now, no. You can get volatility in some of the lower cap coins in crypto that you can day trade, but you're not getting the volume, and therein lies half the problem. Is if you're not getting the volume, your pattern breakouts are not going to be reliable, and that's why I don't recommend day trading crypto. Crypto is one of those swing trade things, if a long-term investment things. If you know of a project that you believe in, by all means invest in it. But when there's a bull run, you very often get to know about it. And if you know about it, and if it's on something like Coinbase or one of the major coin exchanges, and it's starting to bull run, you've already missed the run. Now, in a bull market, that doesn't usually matter, because you can get on a Shiba Inu or a Doge meme coin when it's moving up and just ride the momentum. But in a market like today, it's up 10% one day, it's down 15% the next day, and etc., etc. So it's very difficult to gauge. That's why I prefer trading the stock market. Is you've got both volume and volatility with these low float stocks. In earnings season, there we go. I'm just going to take half off, and if it breaks 630, I'll take the rest off. Well, this has been going up. I got in at 670. My average cost is 617, and it's now 634. So I've moved up 17 cents. I've made 2,800 on that 17 cents so far on the move up. We might be done. It might move back later, but I'm just holding it till 630, and that's what I'm giving it. if it breaks, gets into the 620s, it's pulling all the way back to 631. So if it falls below 630, I'll just take the rest off. What times do the markets open? The same time they always open, Anthony. It's 2:30 p.m. market time. But given that we had our daylight saving last weekend and the US only has the daylight saving this coming weekend, we've got an extra hour. So for us, it's the market's open at 1:30 in the UK, because I know you're in the UK. I'm not, but I know you're in the UK. So 1:30 UK time. Yeah, so with Flip Jug, if you're going to be trading on TradingView, yes, you can have you can set the hotkeys, but you can actually do the in chart trading as well. But it's up to you what you set your. It's not so much leverage as your buying power. You can set what your buying power is. That's fine, and you can reset it and do whatever you want with it. So. You set what your buying power is. I've still got 5,000 shares in this. I won't hold it all day, but what I will do is if I'm still in this at the open, I want UBX. Let's have a look at UBX. I'll keep an eye on SoFi on the other chart. So UBX, it's sideways, bit of pop, bit interesting. I'll keep an eye on that. Li Auto's Uber is breaking highs right now. So Uber breaking highs up at 29.75. 29.80 is the high of day, and we just did that on the last minute. So Uber breaking highs based on earnings today. No, pre-market is 4 a.m. market time. It starts normally. I started trading today at an hour ago, so 11:30. So I'm permitted to trade from 7:30 market time, but the pre-market session starts at 4 a.m. market time, East Coast, New York. But with my broker, I get 2 hours before the market. I get 2 hours grace with the account that I'm using. I could go for the enhanced account, where you get trading full hours trading. So you can get from 4 till 9, from 4 a.m. till 9 p.m. East Coast. That's the full hours of trading across the day. The pre-market is from 4 till 9:30. So it's 5.5 hours, and then you've got from 4 p.m. till 9 p.m. So it's another 5 hours. That's the after hours session. That's all East Coast time, by the way. Oh, thank you very much, Mox official Edisit. Where are we on the light count, Edison? I know you're usually keeping track for feeding the feeding of the dog. Let me know where we are on the light count. I actually don't mind this. Don't mind this music. Let's get the thumbs up button smacked on YouTube, guys. If you've not hit the thumbs up button on YouTube, just do it now. Let's get that like count up. You know you want to. And if you've not give your screen at least a dozen taps on TikTok, do it now. So we're testing 6:30 as support again. So it looks like I'm getting out now. Okay. There we go, 3,400 to start the day. Happy days. Now I can have a look at the what's going on with the scanners. Well, we should have a bit of volatility today. Good start. We always like that. So I've got the scanners open on. I've got the beta scanner open because the movers doesn't seem to be working properly. So it will work when the bell rings. It's just a pre-market thing. So BMD, Abiomed, that popped up. That looks like an acquisition of sorts. What I'll do, bring out my beta scanner over here. Abiomed. So Abiomed, Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, they're being acquired. Abiomed is being acquired. It's an acquisition. Just change this to 10 seconds. I don't like the real time. It doesn't give me enough time to check things. Kavana is moving up as well. Uber. Pull back from the high there. GDS. No pattern there for me to Havana. It's not got the volume yet, but it's looking nice, looking strong. Good pre-market session so far. This Kavana, and let's find out why Kavana's moving up, shall we? Okay, so JP Morgan has updated their Kavana, the rating, the analyst rating on Kavana. That's probably why. And Cowen & Co have also changed their analyst rating as well. So Kavana, just analyst ratings, it looks like why Kavana's moving up. But a lot of the Chinese stocks, so Li Auto moved up Let's look at the 15 minutes so we can see what's going on here. So Li Auto's moved up pre-market. So this is what, if you recall, beginning of last week or the weekend before last, there was a huge sell-off of Chinese stocks. So Li Auto was one of those, Neo being another one, all moving up. Pinduoduo, Bilibili, these are all moving up on the day, looking quite strong on the day as well. What else would have been Alibaba? How can I forget Alibaba? So Alibaba's probably the gapped up the most this morning, which is probably what's driving this. So big gap up from Alibaba, $4. A good $4 up. So Alibaba's up 10% today. Xpeng vehicles, that's up quite a bit as well. So that's up another $4 as well. And what else? Oh, Lyft is moving in sympathy with Uber. So Lyft moving up in sympathy with Uber. So if Uber's too big a stock, too expensive to trade, Lyft tends to follow Uber. So if you, with the exception of when they have their own catalyst, but if you want to trade Uber, but you can't afford it, just trade Lyft instead. So Neo just showed Neoian. So Neo is up at the moment, a bit of a kind of a head and shoulders pattern there, so just be careful for a potential formation. You need to fill this back up to 1060 to break this head and shoulders pattern, because that head and shoulders, if it stays like this, is quite bearish. It needs to get back up and fill this wick. What else is moving? Futu Holdings, XPEV, Grab. So Grab obviously along on the sympathy with Uber as well. So Grab is probably a lot lower in price. So if you've got a small account, Grab might be something that you want to be considering. Breaking highs alongside Uber. So Uber is the leader, and Uber had earnings this morning. So I'm going to take. I'm going to wait for it to break $30, I think. I would have liked this pullback here. Get in at 2960, 2956, 2960. And move up for Uber. But we'll see. Don't apologise, Ian. Just get here on time next time. Tardiness will not be accepted. So far moving back up again. Let's have a look. Nah. I'll wait for it to break the middle of this little W here, which is what? 36. In hindsight, we could have just exited the position with this doji here, and I did call that out as a big reversal indicator. But I just held because I had the goodness. I thought we might reverse and then move back up, and I would still be holding that 617 buy price. So this potentially could move back up again, test the highs. I won't be going in with as big a size as I did though. Bilibili moving up. We've got 40 minutes to the open. Veronis. What's going on there? That's a big sell-off. Why is that showing me signs of movement? That's completely wrong. Oh, so that's the gappers. So I don't want to do that. I want to. Oh, we'll get some of those hot stocks looking like they're wanting to make a move up as well. ABD, low volume. UBX. Yeah. SoFi, Uber, Bilibili, Lyft, Neo, Tal Education. These are all the biggest movers that are going under 10% now. So let's see. Keep an eye on SoFi. Keep an eye on Uber. I'm waiting for Uber to get back above $30. It did, but got rejected hard. So I want to fill this wick. What's the high of day so far? 30.08. So 30.10 will be of interest. Keep an eye on the scanners. The scanners on the screen are not working at the moment. The pre-market scanners aren't working. They should work when they come to when it comes to the main regular session in half an hour. But we'll see. Let me see if they work without any. If I clear the filters, pre-market. Sometimes when you've got filters in place, it no. Put my filters back in place. There we go. Uber's pulling back, so you probably get Lyft pulling back, and the rest of the grab. So Lyft, bit of a double top formation there. The M pattern is usually closer to a pullback. So with Uber pulling back now, probably get Lyft will follow suit. Grab will also follow suit. Grab's not really, there's not really enough volume to that's literally a pullback there. There's the ATR is 1 cent, so you can't really trade that at the moment. Wait for the volume to come in. And UBX, did that move back up? No. Okay, so we're just waiting, guys. Got the beta scanner open, so I'm still looking at movers right now. So over the last 15 minutes, not much in terms of volume. APA, yeah, it moved up without any volume. Lyft, as I mentioned, not a lot going on there. Uber, SoFi, Nuvalent. And Nuvalent moved up big time last week on the Friday, I think it was. Or was it Thursday? No, it moved up on Thursday, big. And I was right, it moved up Friday. We had Mondays, it was yesterday's session, so it moved up Friday big. And that's what we got most of our gains on, was Nuvalent. a good catalyst. We might get a continuation now. It held most of its gains through yesterday. Had a little bit of a pop. Went from kind of at the open $33 up to $37. So could be of interest. $38 actually. Hey, how you doing, user? Amazon moving up. Amazon had a hard sell-off last week after earnings, but it's been steadily climbing over the last few days. Look at this on the 60-minute chart. You'll see what I'm talking about. Hard sell-off, and it had the rally back the day after. Consolidation yesterday. Maybe Amazon gets back up to 110 today. We'll see. That's not a call. That's not financial advice. But looking at the wider markets, if you look at the SPY and the NASDAQ markets, then you can see that they're looking quite bullish, particularly the SPY, up at 390s. So the SPY is essentially, it's the same as the SPX. It's an ETF that tracks the SPX. Now, you don't get to see the SPX because it's not open on the pre-market session, so that's why we track the SPY instead. What else? Now all the scanners have gone. Now I'm kind of just Blue Apron, reliant on the signals right now. Blue Apron. Let's have a quick look at that. That's no volume, not enough volume. Oh, look. SoFi finally broke out above that new highs. Pull back. So we've got above 642. So 645 is the new high of days. That's quite a big pullback as well. So I'm glad I missed that breakout. Ah, right, okay. So Nuvalent have a stock offering. Well, I'm a bit disappointed in Benzinga today. Let's see if I can't log back in. See if that fixes it. Well, that's moving up. Right, okay. Okay, I've just got a message from Benzinga. We're aware of the issues with movers and working to resolve. Please use the scanner in the meantime. Well, that's what I'm using, but that just went off as well. So now the scanner's back. That's okay. Benzinga have apologised while they fix the movers. They should have it back up by the time that the session opens. So I'll just keep an eye on the beta scanner instead. UBX is top mover at the moment. Momentum scanners is all I'm really looking for right now. Turquoise Hill, not really enough volume on Turquoise Hill. Decent move up though. So Varanus looking for a reversal. Varanus, former competitor of the company I used to work for. Apple, you can't go wrong with Apple. Juju. People who ask about Apple, what do you think about Apple? I mean, come on, it's probably one of the safer stocks you're going to get. Even on a bad day, Apple is one of the safer stocks. You know it's going to come back round. It's one of the better stocks out there in terms of the S&P 500. Long-term holding in Apple is usually a safe bet. Yes, it's down heavily over the last year, but give it another year. As soon as we bounce on the bottom of this bear market and enter another bull market, Apple's going to be right back up there. And you'll see. There's a lot of them like that. I think the chip stocks are heavily beat up at the moment and are a good long-term investment. These are not stock picks. It's just my opinion. So don't take this as any kind of financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think the chip stocks are heavily beat up at the moment. Likes of AMD and Intel, and Intel, we made some good money the other day with Intel. Nvidia. I like Nvidia. I think because they have a focus on the gaming space as well. So I think they've got a lot going for them. But look, what do I know? I'm just a fat bloke on the internet with an opinion. I'm sure I'm gonna have to get some merch, aren't I? And I'm just a fat bloke on the internet with an opinion. That can be one of my catchphrases. Along with, you don't go broke taking profits. So Uber back up to 3010s. SoFi pulled back a little bit from that 645. We're not getting the big move that I expected with them. That could still happen at the open. SoFi is a popular one with the meme stock brigade. We've got 25 minutes to the open, so when the volume floods in, and that's what disappointed me with SoFi, is the volume didn't really flood in. It was still we're still waiting for, what was I saying? We're still waiting for the volume to come in just yet. Maybe I should get another cup of tea before the market opens. What are you guys watching? What are you guys watching today? Let me know. What is it you're trading? What is it you're watching? Are you seeing something that I'm not seeing? Just need to stop upon my tea. All right, SoFi trying to test highs. So let's have a quick look at SoFi. It's testing highs up at 645. It's a bit too close to the $0.50 for my liking right now. I'll wait for the break of the $0.50. Okay. Anything else moving of any note? Turquoise Hill is up there. It's only 7% up on the day. DoorDash. DoorDash making a move. Let's have a look at DoorDash. Yeah, DoorDash is up. Probably in sympathy with Uber. So I've just in sympathy of all these Chinese stocks that are moving up today, the likes of Alibaba and Neo and Bilibili and Tal Education, and all those Golden Sun Education, all of those that are moving up. I've just decided to make myself, I brewed myself an ancient Oriental herbal infusion. But I've garnished it with bovine extract. So, cheers, everybody. How to read candles and when to buy and when to sell. Okay, that's a good question. So, what have we got? We've got 20 minutes. So, tech time, guys. Let's have a look at. It's time to go to school. Okay. So here we have a candle, okay? Now this is what I'll do is I'll put a different ticker on. So this is put SoFi on here. So here we have two fantastic candles, stereotypical candlesticks here. So how do I read these? What can I tell from these? Okay, well, this is a green candle, this is a red candle, stating the obvious. A green candle starts at the bottom. The bottom of the body is with the opening price. So it tells you 4 points on the price of the candle on the time frame. So this is the 1 minute time frame. The bottom of the body tells you what price that candle started, opened at. Okay, the top of the body is what price it closed at. Okay, so as the on this particular candle, 9:07 exactly, it opened at $6.42. It closed at 9:07 and 59 seconds. It closed at $6.44, the top of the candle. Now the wicks either side show the high and low during that time frame. So you've got the bottom, the wick that extends down, that shows the low during that 1 minute time frame that the price action reached, and the wick that extends up shows the price that it reached to the high side during that time frame. Now the red candles are exactly the same, but with one key difference. They don't start at the opening price is not the bottom of the body. The opening price is the top of the body, and the close is the bottom of the body. The wicks are exactly the same, the high and low within the time frame. So that's how you read a candlestick. So now when it comes to when to buy and when to sell, etc., you can't really look at one candlestick on its own and judge that. What you have to do is you have to look at multiple candlesticks. You may look at various indicators, and you want to get as much information as you possibly can to judge when to buy. So right now I'm looking at support and resistance levels, I'm looking at previous levels, I'm looking at the price action, I'm looking at where we are. 647 I'm not going to enter, because if I'm going long, it's very close to a $0.50, $6.50. So 25, 50 and 75 cents, a quarter and $0.50. The whole dollars, of course, are important as well. Quarter, half, and whole dollars are very important psychological levels. So you don't want to be trying to take a position with 3 cents below a $0.50, because you're likely to meet some level of resistance at the $0.50. And with the spreads, the chances of you actually getting over that are reduced. Now, the strength of SoFi, this probably will break the $0.50 now. Okay, but I'm not getting in until it does. And I'll wait for it to break the $0.50 and then maybe pull back, test it as support, and then move up for a new one. So we might get a little bit of a pullback from the $0.50 here. So there we go. There's the pullback, what's known as a micro pullback. And then the next time we actually break out at the $0.50, will be a time to enter. So that's how we know when to enter. We're looking at support and resistance points. Once we get it to a resistance level, as we break that resistance level, that potentially could be an entry level. Now, you've also got to look at how extended you are. So at the moment, SoFi is 20% up on the day. We've got the volume weighted average price down here, the blue line here. The volume weighted average price is 627, well, just under 627, 628, 6 plus change. So just under 627. So it means we're quite extended up here. We're about 20 cents ahead of the volume weighted average price. So you want to bear that in mind as well. How many pullbacks have you had in terms of the price action? The more pullbacks that you've had, the more chance of a full-on reversal. You look at the candlesticks as well, and you start looking for bullish signs versus bearish signs. At the moment, it's quite bullish. We're not getting any up wicks. So when you start getting wicks to the upside, it means that the selling pressure from the highs, and you know, listen to Teddy. I'm happy to go into more detail if you sign up. There's a course in the link tree. If you go to my link tree in my profile, the first link in the link tree is my course, and I teach you all about that fundamentals. If you want to get a quick grasp of that, the first lesson is free on YouTube. So go to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. The first lesson there for how to day trade, an introduction to day trading. It's about an hour-long lecture, and it will introduce you to the fundamental basics and the fundamental principles of day trading and stock chart, reading stock charts, interpret them, etc., etc. But yeah, Judah, go and check it out. Of course, if you are anybody that's contemplating going on the course, go and check out the as I say, go and check out the first lesson for free on YouTube, and if you like it, come on and subscribe. But you don't just get the course; you get a whole bunch of reading material that I use to learn how to trade. You get access to the Day Trade with Tony Discord community. It's a private Discord, and I called out SoFi this morning at 7:30. Well, I actually called it out at 7 o'clock, and I took a position at 7:30 this morning, and I was able to get over $3,000 out of that position because of the earnings report that came out with SoFi. So this isn't done yet, but we did get the resistance at 650, which is what I was talking to you earlier about, Judah. So there's 650. You wouldn't want to get in here at 646. Knowing full well that you get resistance at 650, you might get a pullback and a sell-off, but what you get is the pullback, and then you look for a kind of a flat top formation, lower highs into that flat top formation. It's additional confirmation of bullish sentiment, and those lower highs into that. So what we're getting is lower highs all the time here, and when we get that flat top, when we eventually break over it, we look for volume confirmation on coming through here, so higher volume coming through, which will say give us the pattern breakout, and we'll then move from 650, 660, etc. I don't think it'll surge over 10% cash flow, but I think it will surge. When was the last time? When was the last time the S&P 500 moved 10% intraday? I can't remember when. COVID, maybe? When the Twin Towers went? I can't remember. That was to the downside as opposed to the upside. Somebody Google, when was the last time the S&P 500 moved over 10% intraday? Let me know in the chat. I'd be very surprised. 10%, 4%, yeah. 5% at a push. 10%, I can't see it, but we'll see. But 10% is a nice round number that's going to make headlines, cash flow, and that's what the marketing department's going to want over at JP Morgan. Oh, Sonnet. No, not really. SoFi, Lee, I'm not really seeing anything moving yet on the 15-minute scanner. Not with any decent volume, at least. Not volatility and volume. I'll go back to Uber, because that's still breaking highs as well. UBX consolidating, not really done much. So SoFi, the range on SoFi is much less now. So 2.8 cents is the ATR, the average true range. Maybe I should do that, guys. Let me know your thoughts if that's something that you would like me doing on the live stream. Set a 10-15 minute portion of the stream aside to doing some education pieces, some basic fundamental how-to, or reading the charts, how to spot support, resistance, basics, trading strategies, that kind of thing. $10.4 in 2018. Okay. What about the S&P 500, Teddy? What kind of crash? What caused the crash in 2018? I can't remember. So Rumble making moves. Low volume. Can't trade that. Kavana. That's a nice pop from Cabana. It's a good 20 cents. Well, hey beginner, yeah, I'm not in bad shape. Just there's a little lack of volatility in the markets today, and my scanners aren't working. So, my moving scanners aren't working. So I'm reliant on just two of my other scanners, and of course the real-time news ticker. Well, I'm just going to switch these over to regular hours to see if they come back in when the market opens in 7 minutes. Otherwise, I'm just going to be reliant on the beta scanner. Yeah, but that was down to COVID, Teddy. SPY was down 12% on February. That was all down to COVID, when pretty much the world started shutting down at the end of February in 2020. I know because I got one of the last. Oh, look at that nice pop from Kavana. Just as I was watching it. Got a lovely pop up, then the pullback. That's a textbook bull flag. Pop up, consolidation pullback, a move out. And you know, the actual breakout was just the same size as the flagpole, which is, again, it's a textbook move. Now you want to be looking at the higher time frames for a further potential flag breakout here. So Kavana, that's a good $50 move in those 5 minutes. Nice. Oh God. Xanax on legs, that's what he is. Powell. Temazepam. That's it should be known as temazepam. He is Quaalude. That's what he is. He is a walking Quaalude. Just as soon as he starts speaking, the world goes to sleep. But yeah, I mean, we can watch that on Wednesday, 8:30 Wednesday morning. If you want to watch that, guys, let me know. The Fed conference, when they'll decide on the. It's probably not that interesting. We'd watch the numbers come out. We'd rather trade the action than watch him talk. He is the most charisma devoid politician. Man, there's a lot of them. Charisma devoid politician I've ever seen in my life. No, I tell a lie. I have the misfortune to be able to remember John Major back in the 90s. He was devoid. He was like Mr. Bean on steroids. Well, Mr. Bean on Xanax. Without the humor. Let's have a look. Why is Kavana popping up like that? Yeah, it's just, like I said earlier, there's no additional. Cowen maintains an outperform. JPM, they've pulled the bear call on Kavana. So they've upgraded it to neutral. There's basically just analyst ratings. That's why Kavana's moving. So it's not, for me, I mean, it's a catalyst. It tells you why it's moving, but for me, it's not what I would consider a strong catalyst. But hey, the market can react in different ways to different things. But at least there's a catalyst there. ECRX. No. Snapchat. No volume. I have nothing on Meta, but I can have a look. It's off the short sale restricting list. Let's have a look at it on the 15-minute. We'll get a bit more information. So Meta pretty flat since yesterday. Had a bit of a sell-off yesterday. If we just zoom out a little bit, so yeah, down at 9. It's under 90, staying under 94, but it's gapped up with the market. If you look at this overnight gap up, the overall market gapped up. It's just sideways. I can't see that it's not going to continue selling off personally when the market opens. I'll be very surprised if Meta isn't below $90 in the next week or two before it actually does have a proper bounce. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I just think it's weak, and I don't think they give a monkey's chuff. But you know, shouldn't have shafted Andrew Garfield. No, ABMD is an acquisition get-in. There's no trade there at all. Johnson & Johnson are acquiring them. That's why they've well, I wouldn't have done that, but you do you, boo-boo. I'd wait for confirmation before going long on it, just because it hits lows when it can continue selling off. UBX is consolidating sideways at the moment. Look at it on the 5-minute, you'll see it better. So we've popped up. We've got this pre-market high of 380, but it's consolidated sideways. Needs to get back over the $0.75 level for me to be interested in UBX. It's above the VWAP, so it is bullish. When the volume comes in a couple of minutes to 30 seconds time, we might actually start seeing something. So, but UBX could be of interest. It's on the list. But ABMD, no, it's that's an acquisition. It is at the moment. Everything could change. I'm thinking SoFi might motor at the open, so let's see what happens. 650 is the high of day. Therein is the bell. XP. Very low volume. I'll just watch the scanners for now. If anybody sees anything moving that I'm not seeing, let me know. You can be my scanners for today, guys. So don't mind this pullback to the VWAP. People taking profits after the earnings call this morning that have gone. They probably went long on it yesterday, and then take profits at the open based on, basically gambling on the reaction to the earnings call. But then people will start going long. So I'm looking for the break of the $0.50 here. Some big orders going through. Chewy, I'll have a look at Chewy for you. Right, okay, there's nobody trading it. 78,000 shares at the moment. There's only 500 trades been taken on Chewy. It's up at it's up over $40, but there's nobody trading it right now. You need more volume. But you know, it is what it is. We're getting some good movers on low volume right now. Nightscope, KSCP. Big move to the upside, no volume. Simpress, big move to the upside, no volume. Similar kind of thing. TSP, right, okay, so we're getting a bit more volume on TSP. The question is, this is two simple holdings, and this is testing $4 now. So two simple holdings. Why is it moving up? It's got earnings scheduled for after hours today. Oh dear. Too Simple sacks the chairman, CEO, and CTO on insider dealing suspicions. No, I'm not touching that. That might moon, but I'm not touching that. Sorry. Earnings came out yesterday, but they've got a conference call scheduled for today, which will be around the sacking of the board, mate, basically for insider trading. So that's TSP right now, Alex Maxine. No, I'm not touching that. Not with a mucky barge pole, no. Citigroup have downgraded them to a sell with a $2 price target. Piper Sandler downgraded them to neutral. KeyBanks downgraded them to sector weight. So all the analysts yesterday downgraded them, and yeah, JP Morgan and Oppenheimer have downgraded them this morning. So all the analysts are downgrading them, and this just popped up for whatever reason. But no, I'm not touching that with a barge pole. That can moon for all I care. The likelihood, there's a potential there. If they've sacked the board on suspicion of insider trading, there's a potential for if it gets volatile, there's a potential for a halt pending investigation, and that can go on for weeks, if not months. So I'm not getting involved in that in the open market. If the SEC halts trading on that pending an investigation, you could be holding you could lose your, if it gets delisted, you could lose your entire position. So I'm not touching that at all. It's just way too risky. Dada. That's moved up. Hardy. No volume. Traded Hardy a few times, but needs volume. Zymeworks. Oh, here we go. Nvidia, AMD. All breaking highs here. This might be a day for the mid caps again. 139 on Nvidia, breaking highs. AMD slightly less at $60, but we've got quite a few of these mid caps moving. Nike. So that's AMD break, moving up nicely. Nike just making new highs. Rumble breaking highs up at 1280s. Yeah, I'm not touching TSP. So this is exactly what you want, why you want to trade the action and not the rumor. So a lot of people would have known that SoFi had earnings pre-market today. Would have gone long on it last night, and then as it moved up, they'll be taking profits now. So it's now below the VWAP. It's pulling all the way back down to kind of 620 with SoFi. So don't get married to a stock. Don't hope because you've made money on it that it's going to continue making you money on it. Just walk away from it. I'm 3,400 up on the day on SoFi, trading this pre-market. And as far as I'm concerned, that's me done on SoFi. We can, if it gets back above the VWAP and starts making bullish sentiment, then great, I'll take another look. However, conversely, Uber did a similar kind of thing. Earnings today, it's been moving pre-market in the upwards direction. Now, it sold off profit takers that were pretty much holding it overnight ahead of the earnings, take profits in the open, and now the bullish sentiment steps in. So Uber could be very well worth looking at going forward. PFizer, very choppy sideways, didn't have the best earnings, but we'll see. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, Sophia Genetics. Now, let me know what you're seeing, guys. Are you seeing anything? Zyme, no. Psych. So this is Stryker Corporation, SYK, making moves up, high cap stock. It's not great without those scanners. Having to use the beta scanners, not ideal. I mean, it's a good scanner, but I'm just used to using my own. I'm set in my ways. I like my own scanners. Sonic Biotherapeutics, moving up. Up at so we traded this yesterday, I think it was. Yeah, we traded this well yesterday. It moved up to 260, nearly 270, I think yesterday. Was it 270? It's already started its move up again today. So those of you who traded Sonic Biotherapeutics yesterday, it's having a continuation, it looks like. Gets over 225. Be very interesting. $40 important. Now, we did have that. That's 4 o'clock. Hit a high of 228 at 4 o'clock. Had a resistance at 218 after hours. So 220 is a key level, 230 more so. Night scope. No. I need to alter these scanners here. The volume's just not. Volume over 10K. Custom. There we go, that'll do. 25K. I'll get rid of some of the crap. So Novavax. Making nice moves up. Hey Alfred, how you getting on? So SoFi is now making a move to the upside. So it had its sell-off. Now it's trying to get back up towards the levels that we want it to be at. So I'll wait. Getting 635, 634 resistance level. 20 EMA, 634 plus change. All the EMAs are around this area. Thank you very much, Nana. Yeah, I just covered that, Alex. I moved up. It's getting a bit choppy up here at kind of 210s, 215-ish, give or take. Between 210 and 220, it's getting a bit choppy, so we're not seeing the move. Roblox, that's making nice moves. Low Roblox. So we're getting moves up on Roblox. Just taking a quick position on Roblox for a move up. Looking for 46.70 here. There we go. I'll take some off and I'll put a 20-cent trailing stop in place. There we go. Now we're in profit. We can let this work its magic for 2,500 shares. Let's see if we can break $47 with Roblox. Stop is 66 right now, so I've got another $100 guaranteed. Well, more than there. So let's see if we can break $47 here. There we go, got stopped out. So that takes me over 4,000 up on the day. $625 on Roblox. Happy days. This is how we do it, guys. Base hits on $625 in a 1 minute move. That's more than a base hit. That's a really good quick scalp. It's nothing more than a scalp, but it's a really good trade, was that. Kavana breaking highs. And then push down again. So I missed the move up to break highs and the flush, so that's okay. We'll put Novavax on the watch list scanner, watch list chart. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or wherever, you can see that here. Varna moving up, testing $16 now. Uber, oh, testing $31 on Uber. Also, we broke $16 with Kavana. Current high of days or 7. Okay, Tesla breaking highs. Let's have a quick look at Tesla. Well, Tesla moved up to 237s, just under 236 now. Quick pop up, then a quick pullback. But Tesla breaking highs, having a good day. The overall market, this is why. The overall market was having a good day, but it's now selling off. Look at that. Big sell-off on the S&P 500. Still up on the day though. Significantly up. If you look at the 15-minute chart, this is the S&P 500 up here. It's still, the dotted line here is yesterday's closing price, and that's what we judge it on in terms of up or down intraday. So we're up here currently 60 basis points up. The NASDAQ's having a better day, but pulling back also. So, all right, okay, the PMI manufacturing PMI numbers are coming out. That's why the SPY is dropping. So the manufacturing PMI numbers are 50.4 versus 49.9 estimated. So it's actually worse off. So that's basically the cost of manufacturing is gone up. Forgot the PMI numbers were out today. Son is up at 220s. I'm going to pull back. Let's have a look. What else is? What did Roblox do? I pulled all the way back. So we got in there. We got in. Quick scalp. Got out. I'm glad. Down to the VWAP. It bounced. Can't afford to rest on your laurels with some of these stocks. Tetra seems to have a bit of momentum. Oh, it did. It's just going sideways now. No volume. X-ray. Well, anybody, any ideas, guys? We're 20 minutes in. We've not really made much. We've only had one trade in the regular session, but we've made most of our gains on pre-market. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Is there anything that you're watching? Is there anything that you want me to take a look at? I'm keeping an eye on the signals. I wanted to see where the volatility is. I'll follow the volume on that. Our old friend Veru keeps popping up on the signals, so Veru up at 1260s, not great volume. We've seen this with much better volume. Uber. Uber looking to test the highs. Current high of day is $30.95, so looking to break highs and break $31. That will be Uber. Pain there. I think I have gallstones or something. Maybe it's just the way I'm sat. That's the pulling back now. Oh, okay. Atai Life Sciences, Dutch company. Very low volume, but this is moving up. 330s right now. It's like Sun is out of here. Wait for a pullback. Nice entry would have been here around 224. Let's move here, pullback. Next candle make a new high was here, so that would have been a good entry. 224 would have been a very good entry there. We've made 10 cents already. Spreads on this are only a cent, so yeah, you could have made 10 cents on this already. Shopify, I'll take a look at Shopify. Hey, nice. Bit of a cup and handle there. There's your cup. Here's your handle. So this might still have some legs left in it. Shopify, we traded this a couple of weeks ago. This is a mid-cap stock. Novavax is still making highs. Up here at 25.20s. So it would be nice to get over goal on the first day of the month. Let's see. A good start. I'm not gonna force it. I'll wait for the trade to come to me. The money's made in the waiting, not in the trading. That's what they say. Alibaba, in fact, all of those Chinese stocks have been having a good pre-market now. We've got a double bottom here, Alibaba. So, very choppy though. It's very choppy. Got a little bit of a downwards resistance. So let's see where that takes us. Will it get past that resistance line? That's the question. That's Alibaba. New highs for Sun. Just been watching. So Sonic Biotherapeutics. We'll put 240s now. $233 would have been a good. I said watch this for a pullback. Look at that. Beautiful flag formation here. Move up, pull back. Candle makes a new high here. 233 would have been a perfect entry. You got a good 10 cents on that. 243 is your target. There we go. 243 hit. Look, I can teach you guys how to do this. I can teach you guys how to do this. Don't worry. Just come and join the day trade with Tony course. I'll tell you exactly what I'm looking for and how I know that was going to hit 243. But the entries and exits there, 233 was a perfect entry. 10-cent move based on the ATR, 7.5 cents ATR. You probably get 15 at least before the next pullback. Oh, there we go. $0.50 here. This is the pullback that we're looking for. lots of bullish momentum on the stocks, lots of bearish momentum on the markets. Go figure. I'm seeing lots of spikes up and lots of highs of day, but I'm seeing the SPY and the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow, all selling. They're all up. They're still up on the day. They're still green, but they're all in a downwards motion at the moment. Yeah, so we've now got to wait for another breakout candle, but that's a big reversal indicator. The wick up is a reversal indicator, particularly when we've got this one here on the 5 minute. Have a look at DNA for you, George. There you go. Ginkgo Biowork Holdings, very sideways, not doing anything, very choppy. It's where the VWAP is. The price action is above, it's below, it's above, it's below. That's sideways, choppy, horrible action. That's Ginkgo Bioworks there, George. If you're going to trade that, good luck to you. It's just very sideways and choppy. The low of this candle, it's 36. I'm in at 44. We'll give it 10 cents. Just put a 10-cent trailing stop on this. I'm risking 7 cents on the share at the moment. This moves back up. There we go. Just got a 10-cent trailing stop for 5,000 shares. I figured, you know, what the hell? I'll give it some. Should really be taking profits up there, but what are you going to do? Range 7.5 cents. Well, currently my stop is 43. My average cost is 44, so I'm not too far off on that. But the double top devil horns on the 1 minute needs to get over new high day. It needs to get over 254 ideally. We got stopped out. We lost $100. I'm not too worried about that. The devil horns basically said reversal indicator, so 254. It was the right entry. Needs to fill this wick before we can get him back in there. Let's probably pull all the way back down towards 230, 234, 235 or something. Hydro Farm. Let's have a look at why you're moving so high. That's the first losing trade today as well. That's nice. Why are you moving up so nice? Was this continuation from when the weed stocks all moved the other day? Because Tilray seems to be having a bit of a rally as well. And Sundial. So the weed stocks are moving. Yeah, weed stocks are moving. So it's sector strength. We've got Hydrofarm, we've got Sundial, we've got Canopy Growth, Tilray. They're all Tilray up at 390s. It's down on the day, but it's moving up in an upwards direction. We've got only one of the ones I prefer in this sector is Sundial. It's just a huge float, Sundial, so I don't like trading it. It's up at 250s. Just a little bit of bullish momentum on the weeds sector. No halts at the moment, no, Alex. Not seeing any halts at the moment. I've seen quite a lot of price spikes, but there's the volatility isn't huge, and there's a volume for that matter. Right, okay, so the short queues are making highs, so the markets are going bearish. Just about to go bearish. They're about to go red on the day. I'm just reading this news with regards to Elon Musk and Dogecoin. Yeah, no. Load of rubbish. Hey, here we go. Happy days. I can get rid of my other scanner now. We've got the scanners back. There we go. That's what we like. We can actually see what's going on now. Makes it so much easier to trade when we've actually got information. It's like driving at night with your lights off. It really is. Without your scanners. Oh, Benzinga, don't do that to me in the future. Just we've wasted half an hour of the market. Right, let's have a look at back to Son. It breaks the $0.50. These up wicks around the $0.50 are kind of got the double. No, it's a triple top. The devil horns now. It's a triple top. Probably not ideal. We'll see. Got a doji on the 5-minute. Yeah, I'm probably not going to trade this. I'll leave that that $100 lost there on Son. I don't trade. I don't like trading stocks below $3, and this is why. But there you go. All right, let's look at so Biomed is an acquisition. Sonic Bio. So I'm looking through so Biomed's an acquisition. Sonic Bio. That's what we're looking at right now. It's looking a little bit reversal indicators. Harsco, low volume. Kavana, We've seen it a couple of times, but no, that's bearish now. Tenaya, Therapeutics, too low volume. Uber, choppy. Still looking strong though, but bounced on the VWAP. Nice pattern on the 5 minute. Looking at the 5 minute, much nicer pattern on the 5 minute. Down to the VWAP bounce, up, down to the VWAP bounce. So just bouncing on the VWAP at the minute. Osco, Miniso, no, Miniso, GDS. Let's have a look at GDS. I'm gonna. That's just not enough volume. Not enough volume. It depends on what you're talking about, Teddy. If which is riskier to your bank balance or which is riskier to your health, you know. And I wasn't exactly trading without scanners. I had the beta scanner open, which was showing me what was going on. I had the signals in front of me, so I didn't have as much information as I normally do, but I still had sufficient information to spot movers. So we managed to spot most of these movers that we've traded today. Uber's looking quite nice. I might take an Uber trade. 20-cent range. Yeah, probably. Shut up. What are we looking? What are we talking of information? What? Driving blind. What's the like count on TikTok? Spy falling? No, I wouldn't say it was a trap. I would say it's falling since the PPI numbers came out. PPI data came out today, and I honestly. Still no halts. All right, okay, so we're 500 away from a double feed. Come on, you can have one of these. Here you go. Stand up for it. Nearly. Patty, come on. Need exercise. What you got? Good girl. Enjoy. You get 500 more likes. Fuzzy will tell us when we've got 500 more likes. You can have another one. I'll put it there because I think we'll get 500 more likes in the next 10 minutes or so. So we've got 20 minutes to get another 500 likes. Hey Panther, what are you watching? I'm not seeing anything taking off, but hey, look. SoFi selling off, UBX selling off. The big move is pre-market all pretty much sold off. They've got Uber still trying to do something. There we go. You can have this one as well. Don't drool over it. Don't drool over it. Don't drool over it. There you go. Good girl. Off you go. You got crap in your eye. Come here. Let me wipe your eyes now. Right. Now this was traded fairly well by a few people yesterday. No volume, but sold off in new ticker and Perfect Corps, Class A shares. just made a move up, low volume, can't trade that. HKD just made another move as well. Again, low volume, can't trade that. I didn't move my camera down too much. It was just perfect for watching the dog get fed. It was just I didn't push it back. Hey Nadsai. Yeah, well, look, I'm not saying there isn't manipulation on the market. There is a huge amount of manipulation on the market. And I think anybody who doesn't think the markets are manipulated is naive. However, blaming everything on manipulation is just ridiculous. More often than not, it's not. It's just price action for a reason. Ah, right, okay. Don't know him. It's not really my genre of music, Panther Man, so, but hey, look, very sad. Sad news. All right, okay. Guys, a lot of red coming into the markets right now, so I'm just going to take a quick bio break. I'll be back in a second. Okay, guys, what did I miss? Cheers, Captain. Look, doesn't matter how big or small a green day is. Every green day is a good day. But yeah, you made a profit on Cineworld, Nadsai. Good stuff. You shorting it? Well, I don't know yet. It might be Teddy. It might be a day for a short. We've got quite a few that have moved up and now, like Uber, for example, is looking a little bit bearish. Maybe look for a short there. SoFi selling off. Novavax is selling off. So maybe some of these mid caps are going to follow the market. The market is capitulating, blood in the water. But let's have a look at the overall market. The S&P 500, the SPY, if you will. This is selling off big time. So based on the market movement, you might look at some stocks that follow it, like sort of AMD, Nvidia, except AMD right now. Yeah, so this is following suit. Look at Tesla, that was moving up quite well, and now it's selling off. So you might watch the market and then just trade some of these other stocks in sympathy with the market. Look for the move on the market and then look for these stocks and try and get a downside, short it or whatever. But Meta, so Meta just sideways chop. It's not really, it's downwards trending, but it's sideways chop. It's not really doing anything. It's kind of holding that $94 level, give or take, between $93.5 and $95, but it's very sideways. It's quite a range, but it's sideways chop. I thought it was. I don't think this is. So is it Matt decided to go long on it because it broke 52-week lows, but there's a reason it broke 52-week lows. So I don't think this is going to bounce today. I think this will continue to sell off for probably the rest of the week, Meta. But let's see. So the market's all going. The Russell index hasn't gone red yet. Trying to make a little bit of a bounce. It flirted with the red-green line. Okay, so this is not in Telenetics. It's not an IPO. I've got data on this all the way back to the start of the year. This is not an IPO. Not a lot of volume on it. Alex, there's no volume at all on it, really. I mean, we've got 57,000 shares traded today, 60,000 shares traded today. So no, can't trade that. The 1 minute candles are not barely over 20,000 shares a minute now, and the volume's just come in. So I can't trade that. Shopify, let's have a look at Shopify. What are we doing? So Shopify on the 1 minute. Again, it's sideways choppy. Above and below the VWAP. So Shopify, based on the earnings from last week, we got some good momentum with that. Probably not going to trade that right now, but we'll see. Meta long term, I'm not sure. If they keep on trying to push this metaverse gimmick, I think they're doomed. It's metaverse. There's nobody bothered. I mean, virtual reality, it's a gimmick. Yeah, but NFTs are a gimmick. Some people make money on gimmicks and stuff, but no. I think Meta are playing catch up now. They were the leaders in this space for a long while, but now they're playing catch up. So I think Meta's still got quite a lot of pain. In the next 12 months at least, they've got quite a lot of pain ahead of them. And I think they're fortunate that they've got such a big user base. If you include the likes of not just Facebook, but also Instagram and WhatsApp. But they themselves, they're being targeted by hacktivists. They're having technical issues. WhatsApp was offline over the weekend. And that's not great for customer sentiment. And let's face it, Zuckerberg isn't the most popular person on the planet either. And he's kind of bereft of charisma as well. So, you know, he's playing catch up. Right, let's see. There'll be no power hour stream tonight, guys, just so you know. There's no power hour stream tonight because I'll be watching the football. There's not a lot moving just now. Epics. This has had quite a lot of volatility over the last week. Had a big move up last week. From kind of under $2 up to over $6. Consolidated, sold off yesterday pre-market, but we consolidated pretty much the whole time since, or even before that. Epics could be worth a watch. Okay, let's see what we've got here. For those of you new, let's see how we finished on October. So we're starting a new day today. Let me just get the So we've had 6 green days in a row. So we're putting a streak together now, which is good. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's go to this and have a look, shall we? And where's my other one? Okay. So here, this is my trader view. If so, for example, if you are trading, so this is my link. All these links are in the description, by the way, on YouTube. This is my link tree. If you want to know where this is on TikTok, just click my profile. You'll see a link. It says link tree, the TikTok trader. That's me, and you'll get this. But all these links are in the description there on YouTube. So what I'm about to show you is my trader view trading journal. I use this to, as it says here, journal, analyze, and record my trades. For trader view, I just want to review October. We finished October yesterday. Got all my trades logged. We've had six consecutive green days in a row now since we had the big loss a couple of weeks ago. And let's look at the detailed numbers for October. So we've finished 90,000 up on October. That's the gross number. So my target per month is 100,000. So we only finished like 10%, just under 10% down on the target. We can recover that in November, but we came into October ahead of goal on the year anyway. So I'm not too worried about that across the board. So we're not in a bad place. The average daily gain was just over $4,000, $4,300. So that's a little bit down on what we were looking for as well. If I go to the yearly numbers, you'll see what I'm talking about. So my yearly goal is 5,000 a day, which I'm still waiting for right now today. Just over that for the year. 1,023,000, so we've passed the seven-figure gross number already, but we want to get to the 1.2 or the seven-figure net number. So we're ahead of goal, 23,000, just 23,500 ahead of goal coming into November. So that should give us the buffer that we need to hit the goals for the year. So that's where we're at. Okay. If you want to learn to trading, so like I can't remember who it was earlier that was wanting to know about candlestick charts and things, so the basics of candlestick charts, click on this first link in the description or first link in my link tree. This will bring you to the Day Trade with Tony course. Here's the syllabus that you get. There's over 20 hours of lecture material in there to teach you how to trade. You get access to the Day Trade with Tony Discord community as well, where I do mentoring and coaching directly. The first lesson, Introduction to Trading, it's a little over an hour's lecture. It's available on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube today, you can actually come out of this, go into my channel, and you can find the introduction to date. There's a playlist which is Learn to Trade, but you can get the introduction to day trading. You can watch that first lecture for free. If you like it, by all means, join the course and learn the rest. This first one is basically, as I say, an introduction to some of the fundamentals, candlestick charts, the certain patterns, what you're actually looking for, the concepts of support and resistance, etc., etc. But then there's a big emphasis on risk management, stock selection, what I'm looking for before I take a trade. Someone was asking earlier, I think it was the same guy, how do I know when to enter and when to exit? So the whole section on stock selection, and when to enter and when to exit. Charts, what I'm looking for in terms of triggers and windows and areas of opportunity. Then I'm looking for patterns, intraday chart patterns. So based on intraday trading, intraday chart patterns, where they break out, what the entries are, etc., etc. Then the strategies I use for trading. There's a whole section on scanning. So I mentioned that my scanners weren't working properly. I still had scanners from Benzinga, but there's a little bit of an issue with the scanners this morning. But stock scanning is important. You need to have real-time data available to you to find the trades in real time that you can trade intraday for if you're going to be a profitable day trader. There's a big piece on trade management and the psychology of trading, because being risk averse, trading isn't for you. Being a degenerate gambler, then trading isn't for you. That you need to have that happy medium, and that comes down to the psychology and the discipline of trading as well. Some technical deep dives in terms of level 2 hotkeys, advanced technical indicators like Bollinger Bands, the relative strength index, the MACD, for example, all of these things. You can learn all about this. Some additional tutorials from courtesy Benzinga. There's a whole library of ebook reading material that I use to learn to trade, so I'm giving you that as a bonus as part of the course as well, and an additional swing trading course to what are you going to do with all your day trading gains. Well, you want to be able to learn how to swing trade, you want to learn how to do value investing as well, and all that for the bargain price of less than 150 bucks a month. So check that out. Why do you want to learn from me? Well, if you're not learning from me on my live streams, then if you're not seeing that I'm consistently profitable from my trading on my live streams, you can actually go down here, see the TraderView statistics over the last first 6 months of this year, with the corresponding broker reports on that as well, that show my profitability. So go check that out. I'm happy to welcome you into the community and teach you how to trade my methodologies. There's no guarantees of profitability. That's down to you. I can give you the information, I can give you the strategies, I can give you the knowledge, but it's up to you to trade, which is why I say trade in a simulator first. It is a risky profession. It's a very risky profession. So trade in a simulator first. Trade with paper money before you put real money on the line. If you can't be profitable in a simulator, you're never going to be profitable with real money when there's emotions involved. So trade in a simulator first. Talking about Benzinga, yes, it let me down today, but more often than not, Benzinga is on point, and this is where I find all my stocks. Even today, Son, SoFi, Roblox, all down. I got the information from Benzinga in the first instance. So without Benzinga, I wouldn't be finding those movers. I wouldn't be finding those stocks that are moving and why they're moving, and getting the reliability in terms of trading. I've already covered TraderView. Again, you can check, you can trade with, you can log your trades with TraderView. If you're not logging your trades, even on an Excel spreadsheet, you should be logging your trades. TraderView will allow you to log 30 trades a month for free and do full analysis with them. If you are more of an active trader, you might want more than that. It's not expensive. If you're a profitable trader, it's not expensive. TradingView, not to be confused the two, why I put them next to each other, is charting. So I mentioned, somebody was talking about where to get a simulator. Check out TradingView, tradingview.com. It is a great charting tool, but also if you're just starting, it's a free tool. You can go in there and learn how to read the charts, learn about technical indicators, learn about technical analysis. It's a great place to start, and you can actually paper trade in TradingView for free as well. So check that out. There is a tutorial on my on TikTok and in YouTube about how to use the paper trading facility in TradingView for free. Check that out if you're not sure. If you want to graduate beyond paper trading, and you've learned how to read charts, and you're ready for the next stage, and you want a legitimate real-time, real data simulator, Dash Trader. It's the platform that I use for trading, so I would recommend it as a simulator also. And I would recommend whatever broker you go with, whatever platform. So if it could be Sterling Trader, it could be Interactive Brokers Own, like TWS, for example. It could be Lightspeed's Own. It could be whatever broker you're going with. When you put money into your account, they will give you access to a paper trading account, a simulator account on the same platform. So I would suggest that you don't touch the money in the brokerage that you deposit first. You put the money in there, you let it sit there for at least a month. Learn the platform that you're getting access to. Trade and practice on that platform first. And I use Dash Trader. I use it with Interactive Brokers. I use it with Capital Markets. It's, for me, one of the best direct access softwares, direct market software platforms for day trading. It's built specifically with day trading in mind, actually, so it's great. Yeah, so that's me done. I'm going to finish the stream now. We've finished the hour. I'm going to continue looking for where's my cursor? I'm going to continue looking for some more trades today. So if you're in the community, if you're on the Discord, watch the watch list section. I'll let you know what progress I'm making, and anything I see, I'll let you know when I'm seeing it. It's up to you. I'm not giving any stock picks or signals. It's up to you to make your own decision on what's happening. But by all means, come join us, and you get access to that Discord as well if you're a day trade with Tony Student. I am on Telegram, but I don't have a Telegram channel. So if there's somebody pretending to me, inviting you to Telegram, lo-fi's me, then it's not me. Okay. I don't have a Telegram or a WhatsApp group associated with Day Trade with Tony or Hustle with Tony or anything like that. So Son, let's go back to Son. Yeah, it's up at tap $3. So I'll keep looking at this. I'll keep watching this, and yeah, I will end the stream now, and I will do a trade recap video on YouTube. I'll drop that later this evening before the match, and I will see you tomorrow 90 minutes before the market opens. So the usual time, well, say the usual time, it's 12 p.m. In the UK and Ireland until the US catches up with us with daylight saving. Then next week it'll be back to the usual time. So it's 12 p.m. UK and Ireland. It's 8 a.m. market time or East Coast, and I'll see you then, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.